Hi, my name is Adam. I'm here at TA Appliance, and I'm going to be making a peach prosciutto burrata flatbread. So first I'm going to start with a little pizza dough, just to get the base, get that nice and kneaded out. That should be a good size for the first one at least. If you want to do more than one, spread it out by hand. I like using fingertips because I find it gets a nice movement, but also gives you kind of good bubbles in the end after you cook it. You want to flip it many times so you make sure it doesn't stick. Nothing's worse than getting it all nice and going to put it on the peel and it's sticking. Kind of helps that I do pizza at home a lot. You don't have to use super high-end ingredients. I mean, it kind of is a little oxymoron because the other stuff I have is burrata. I like getting a little bit more of a thin crust on my flatbreads. So I like spreading it out a bit more than normal. Never has to be a perfect circle, because then it shows that it's a human made, not by some machine. Grab our nice little Fontana pizza peel here. When you're putting it down, it gets that heat underneath, so it releases easier. Because when you get the flat ones, it sticks, and then it can be hard to get them off. Here we're gonna use Fontana's laser thermometer to check the stone temperature to make sure that it's at least about 800. That's best for when you're cooking a flatbread or pizza. Gets a nice crunchy bottom. And we're reading 700, 721, 800. Yeah, so we're reading between 750 and 800. So that's a good temperature you'd want to put the pizza on. There we go, we got an 820 there. Get a nice crispy bottom on your pizza there. No soggy bottoms. Get a nice little sit there. Look at that puffing up. And take her on out. Get a nice look at that. We got our flatbreads here. Just pulled them out of the oven. So we're gonna start off with our base. I'm gonna use a little pesto. Always use pesto. Pesto is my favorite thing on any flatbread or pizza even. You can use it instead of like a red sauce base. You can use that as your base. And I find it gives a lot better flavor, especially when combined with cheese. I find it gives a really nice kind of nutty, herbaceous kind of taste to it. Nicely spread. You don't want too much in one area. You want it as even as possible. Can be a little difficult when you have a fluffy flatbread. Next, we're gonna move on to our peaches. These are fresh tree-ripe peaches. They are delicious. I had a little slice myself. I had to stop myself from eating any more. We're just gonna lay it out evenly. Just a nice kind of one-way pattern all across. Even spread. There we go. Alrighty, now we're gonna move over to the prosciutto. Only one of them I'm gonna put the prosciutto on. The other one we're gonna leave more of a vegetarian style. So we're gonna give our strips a nice little kind of flour look to them. Just lay them over top of the peaches. And there we go. And now comes my favorite part, the burrata. If you've never had a burrata, you have to try it. So what they do is they take mozzarella and they stretch it out and then they fill it with milk cream, or cheese cream, I guess. It is the best thing you'll ever try. So here, I'll get a nice little up close up for the breaking of it. And you see all that cream coming out? That's the good stuff in a burrata. So we'll want to spread that evenly out on the flatbread. Take some little rips of the mozzarella, lay those out. Space them as nicely as possible. I'm gonna break that one apart, give it a nice little tear down, get the nice cream over, spread out that mozzarella. And there we go. So we're gonna top it off with a little bit of a balsamic reduction. I made this one myself. It is just a basic balsamic vinegar with a little bit of a tangerine balsamic vinegar. Then we're just gonna give a little drizzle over top. When you're making your own balsamic vinegar, you want it to have a very nice viscous consistency. And there we go. We're gonna give our other one a nice little drizzle there. When you reduce the balsamic vinegar, it kind of gets a more of a sour, sweet notes to it. So it's very nice on something very sweet like peaches and a little bit of cheese. Then we're gonna top it off with one little bit of honey. Just some basic Canadian honey, just to give it a little extra sweetness, but not too much, just a light drizzle. And there we go. All right, let's get a nice little slice cut out. I'm gonna take this little corner right here. So we're gonna cut that. Ooh. There we go, got a nice chunk with everything on it. There we go, nice bite right there. Got the peach, the cheese, the sauce. Really good. The sweet of the peach and the honey blends really well with the kind of tanginess of the balsamic reduction and the creaminess of the cheese. It is a perfect summer flatbread. I really like the temperatures it was able to reach. I haven't had a pizza oven that was able to get to 900. I have ones at home that they top out about 600. This one reached 900 very easily. Once you got the fire going, they have that kind of trough where the firewood goes into that keeps all the coals together, but allows with a nice airflow. It was perfect for managing that flame. If you love pizzas, this is worth the investment.